Siakam. Runner, Neesmith, too strong off the glass, tipped home by Siakam. First basket. Rick Carlisle, the architect of the 2011 NBA champs. Cooper Flagg on the attack and all the way. The forceful attack is finished with authority by Flagg.
Yeah, I think it's important to attack pressure, and that's what Cooper did that possession.
Pull up in the paint, good for PJ.
Turnover is not getting settled.
I think the other night the Mavericks had an 8-turnover first quarter in the game against the Raptors. They're halfway there now as Jarris Walker hits a three. And that is as Christie drives inside and finishes with the foul.
I don't like playing against Rick Carlisle teams, just in general. I mean, that guy's going to have his team ready.
There's a three knocked down by Neesmith. Tony Bradley's in the game. Russell in the paint, scores it. D'Lo.
He likes that little poke. That little block.
Jarris Walker for three. That's his second one of the game. He was 4 for 18 this year on threes going in. Ball in. Davis, a blow by, and he lays it up and in. Here's Quentin Jackson. Jackson with an explosive thrust, and the offensive glass was open for Tony Bradley. Davis again. Quick answer. It is 5v4 right now. Davis trying to get into the play. There is Bradley again with the shots. As Rick Carlisle often said, it's a no-sympathy league. And certainly there will be no sympathy from the very beat-up Pacers. The fact that the Mavericks have lost another player for the time being. D'Lo in the three-pointer. Ben Shepherd turned down an outside shot. Huff bluffed one. Ray J. Dennis for three.
He can really shoot it when he has time to organize himself.
Here is Hardy, deep down in the corner, nicely done.
Skin, you've been calling on him, Skin. He can always be a bonus for you.
Layup, D'Lo. Their pace is up 4 possessions a game this year, and he helps that, but that is not going to help anything. A steal and breakaway dunk for Quentin Jackson. Mac McClung, who was signed yesterday, he misses. Brandon Williams is in, leaks out, and scores.
Maybe he can inject some energy.
Siakam with the rebounds. Siakam takes out PJ. No foul either way, but the basket is good for Pascal Siakam. And McClung there for the rebound. Probably several members of our audience may remember that he played collegiately at Texas Tech. 2 years at Georgetown and then a year in Lubbock for Mac McClung, where he averaged almost 15 points a game for the Red Raiders. Here's Cooper Flagg inside, lays it in.
Nice left inside.
Double team here on Siakam on the post up. And a launch for Ray J. Dennis is good. You're seeing a lot of guys with 2, 3, 4 schools on their ledger before they get to the league. Oh, Mac McClung. Count it with a foul. Well, McClung with the 4-point play.
Nice cut.
Yeah, Klay Thompson.
What a jet.
Wow. Bisecting the lane on the drive and then gliding to finish at the end, Brandon Williams.
That's on the home team.
Yep.
Got to get yourself ready mentally, physically.
Racing to the rebound is Williams. He does hustle. He recognizes it.
He's gliding hard.
Dallas is on a 7-0 run right now. Walker freezes the defense with the pass fake, but they recover to block it. PJ comes over. Wow. Thompson gave it up. Defense stay close to him. Spin cycle for Williams. He finds Max Christie for a corner three. And the man who has taken and made more threes than any player in the NBA in the young season drills one from deep down in the corner. Williams on the dribble up. And then probes and finds a spot in the mid-range to pull up and hit. So let's see what they come up with out of a timeout. They put it in the hands of Ray J. Dennis, who I think, to your point earlier, is an underrated offensive player.
A lot of slick little things.
Jay Huff with the block on the shot by Max Christie. With the ball finds Klay Thompson, and it dances on the rim and was tantalizingly close to falling in, but instead falls out. And then Siakam with the pull-up to push the Pacer lead back to 4 points.
How confident is he as an offensive player?
That's a nice shot from Cooper Flagg.
It's a sweet touch.
Closeout by Washington against Ben Shepherd. Another closeout by Powell. Neesmith blocked by Cooper, and the ball's out of bounds. Or no, it's not, but the shot clock runs out. The only time Dallas led in the game tonight was 4-2. They have a chance to go in front, and it is Powell who will put them in front. And a chance for a 3-point lead. Loose ball picked up. Powell scores. Looked like that was going to be another turnover, but Powell, Johnny on the spot, and then Jay Huff ties the game with a three.
Game has been entertaining.
Mid-range jumper, Siakam. Now Russell. Russell thought about a pass ahead, takes the shot. Oh my goodness, he tosses that one in. Down the lane, D'Lo switched it to the left, it hits. Skin, you're part of Devin and the Dudes. Here's Ray J. Dennis.
Has his Nick Van Exel. Mav great.
Oh, Quentin Jackson went down. He's limping a bit. Brandon Williams in the game and picking up where he left off in the first half.
Yeah, he's been so productive.
Change of direction. Quentin Jackson trying to get all the way down in there, and he does.
That's pretty strong right there. A little step through.
Lost ball, Brandon Williams, but he picked it up and goes high off the glass. Mac McClung went upstairs, which he could do to grab the rebound, and Coop can block it. We know he can do that as well. That's in his locker. On the move here is McClung again. A little teardrop rolls in there. McClung has made the most of his time on the floor. Marshall bottled up inside, finds Caleb Martin. Corner three is in there. Wow, Powell got hit in the face again. Coop on the drive. Caleb Martin. And there is Caleb Martin's three.
Can't deny him for too long.
No, you can't. It's into Williams, and he's off to the races. Crosses half court at 3 seconds. All the way down in there to score!
Good call.
Blur, baby, blur.
That's what he was, man. In the open court right now is Ray J. Dennis. He's got players coming with him.
What was he thinking?
Nope. PJ with a volleyball kill out of bounds. Out of the inbounds pass, but give it right back. Now it's Neesmith against Christie, and that is a much better transition opportunity for the Pacers, and they cash in. Combine aggressiveness with good decision-making. Like that.
Good.
Like that. You spoke it into existence, Harp. Williams running the offense. He just found Powell. Going to take matters into his own hands. A burst to the basket. In the last 13 games that Williams played last season, as he finds Powell for the layup and a foul.
That was nice. All created by Williams.
Guided home by Ben Shepherd after the miss by Jarris Walker. Walking into a three is Jarris Walker. Big hit. Timeout. Walker's had a nice game tonight. Here he is driving, and Tony Bradley tips it home. Nice. Russell underneath to Cooper. Spectacular reverse finish. Knocked to the deck with an opportunity for a three-point play. Jarris Walker, late clock. Gonna drive it and pull up and banked it in with a bounce. Now, Siakam against Marshall. Gonna lower his head and drive through contact to finish on a foul. Neesmith, three-pointer is missed. A battle for the rebound, and Dallas with a hard-fought rebound. Christie up ahead, leaves it for a trailing Cooper. Lays it in. Siakam against Coop. Stepping under him and missed it. Good defense. He stayed down, guys. Now Max running the floor. Flushes it. Double on Siakam. Deep three for Ray J. Dennis. Oh, from Mesquite.
He shot it well.
Here's Jarris Walker. He hits a three. That's been his best place to go to tonight. Siakam bangs in a three. Dwight is up to 18 points.
Oh, how valuable has he been?
He's been titanic. Siakam another three. And this makes it a 4-point game going into the last 2 minutes. Ray J. Dennis just hit a three. This is now a 3-point game. The Mavericks have both timeouts for the last 31 seconds. They use one of them right now. Back to B-Will. Way off. Ball on the floor. Cooper trying to come away with it. Now 7 seconds. Dallas can foul. You can foul, and they do with 3.4.
Heads up play.
Trying to miss it. Uh-oh, ball's on the floor. It falls for Neesmith. It's still good, and it's all over. Neesmith was shooting for the